TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV. It's time for the Mayor's Report on this Saturday morning, and with me I have Mayor Michael Beamish. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Now, how's Clint today? How's David? And I hope everybody's doing well out there in Miami County land and Troy. So
had some warmer weather, but with what we had last Monday and the tornado warnings, I would say that spring has arrived.
Well, we've already sprung forward an hour, and that people are still adjusting to that. But this Sunday is considered the first day of spring, so we are thinking spring. And along with that goes some unstable weather, and we've certainly seen some of that.
Yes, we have. You've got something big that is coming up on Monday. It's the State of the City.
We do this every year. It's an annual. This will be my, 13th, I think, State of the City address. And it's always exciting to do that. And I guess because I think we are in a community that has been very fortunate, very blessed. A lot of good things have taken place. And I get a chance to share that as the representative of the city. And I'm always proud of that. You know, we have a mission statement that I have always believed in and live by and use it as my benchmark as we move our city forward. And if you don't mind, I'd like to
I want to hear the mission
because
statement.
a lot of people wouldn't know it. But I would ask, as I read it, judge for yourself, do we fit the bill?
Okay.
And here it goes like this. It starts with sound and prudent leadership. The city of Troy is committed to sustaining its prominence as a regional hub, that's number one, by providing a well-balanced community for residents, businesses, visitors, and consisting of a vibrant downtown, a growing economic base, a strong educational institution, and plenty of recreational opportunities for all, strengthened by a public-private cooperation grounded in financial stability. Now,
I would say you hit the nail on the head.
Well, you know, that's something that I've always, for since I have the opportunity to be the mayor of this great city, I've always, recreation, economics, development, expansion of businesses, financial stability, having a good, safe community where people from all walks can come, and I always talk about all ages. I want to have things for people to come to Troy and enjoy. And I think we have been able to do that over those years. In fact, expand. Our business community has continued to grow and expand, and so there's jobs available. Our cultural activities, look at our events that we have not only for downtown, and what I will share at the State of the City is how we're going to grow those events now looking across the river and you bringing the river into play with our Treasure Island Park and the amphitheater.
I'm so excited to see that begin for this season.
And people wonder, why are we doing all that? Well, the more enhancements we can bring quality of life to our community, which also enhances those who may want to come and look for a place to live, not only to work and play, but to enjoy the amenities that we offer here in Troy, Ohio. And that doesn't happen with just one person. I have to give and we have all done this, give a lot of credit to our elected officials, not just in the city of Troy, but throughout Miami County. We have a good working relationship throughout Miami County, and that's really important. We have a great administrative staff. Each one has an expertise, a level. I always tell everybody, it's like any good football team or sports team. You know, you can have a couple of good players, but if you don't have everybody working together, you're not a strong team. And I think Troy has demonstrated that through our mission statement by action. And I have to, partnerships.
Working together in partnerships is how you move forward.
And this is something I'm going to highlight at the State of the City is, you know, when you think of our community, you have to also think of the partners that have worked to make things like the Hainer Cultural Center and the
absolutely.
involvement in their activities and what they bring to the table with the treasure of a building, but also the activities and events they bring. The Troy Hobart Arena. You know, we're under some major renovations there, along with the Treasure Island Park, the marina. We'll talk about the marina building in a little bit. But take the Chamber of Commerce and how it has grown and their involvement in the Troy Development Council, how they're working to enhance not the whole community, but look at the ITW Hobart property. They're
Yes.
working in harmony with ITW to market that so that it is a productive and will be an enhancement to our community. We have to talk Main Street. We've talked about that.
Oh.
Main Street.
There
in
are
our
events
downtown.
that bring folks downtown, stores open late, and the crowds that it's drawn.
Oh, you know, just wonderful activities. Again, I'm talking about bringing people at all walks of life, young and older alike, that come together, and who knows, they may start saying, I may live away from here, but maybe I should be in Troy, or maybe I should be a Miami County, and that's a regional type of thing. Our educational institutions, we sometimes just take them for granted, but Troy schools, Troy Christian schools, offer an awful lot as an enhancement for those that are learning trade skills. And then if we branch out, we got the Career Center, we got Miami Jacobs. We still are working very hard to keep an Urbana-University partnership alive and well, Edison. And then if we just go out any 20 miles in one direction, you can find a lot of other educational institutions that right here, our interstate traffic. We have the north, south, east, west covered with our interstates. Those are the kind of things that I want to talk about with the underlying message or theme or umbrella, if you want to call it that, is we are a community, we are moving forward, and we're doing this together. So civic pride is citywide.
If you had something that you're proudest of in this last year that we've done in the city of Troy?
I think having the financial stability, we have money in the bank, we have as excellent a bond rating as you can get for a size of our community. And the reason I say that is because it has allowed us to move our city forward with some projects, some key projects. The river, we may not have become a semifinalist with the ABC's Best Communities, but we are a quarterfinalist, and we know that. But we want to keep our downtown alive. That's very important to me, and I think we've done that. But now we're going to bring our river into play, Great Miami River, and bring then our park system into play. And if you look right around the river, just follow the river, you see a whole lot of recreational corridor. We have activities, and I'm so proud to say that I think those are the kind of amenities that enhance our quality of life. And then to add that, I mentioned financial stability, and that goes to a lot of folks who, our council, our auditor, and staff, all looking to try to be efficient and effective, and also try to use taxpayer dollars wisely. And I think we have. When you put that all into one umbrella, you do strengthen your economic development efforts, and you also provide jobs right here, but you also have the amenities that bring people to our community, and that is that just helps with the solid economic base that we have.
Absolutely. And growth, new business, everything that has been and come to town in the last year, and what we're looking ahead.
Yeah, with vision, and I got to say, we have challenges. We still have a concern that we've lost a lot of state funding. So we have to look at our own community to keep that going, and that's where I think I'm so proud that we have been able to have money in the bank, do projects because of good stewardship of the taxpayer dollars without having to increase rate. I mean, we've had basic utility rates, but that goes with the territory of cost of doing business. But we are still one of the lowest in the whole region in terms of the cost that we pay for the quality of life that we have.
Absolutely. Troy Area Chamber of Commerce is hosting the State of the City. That's Monday the 21st at the Concord Room. That's at 845 West Market Street from noon until 1. And now registration and networking starts at 11:45.
That is true, and I look forward to it. We're going to do something a little different this year. Like I said, I want to just share the togetherness. So I want to highlight those partnerships that make Troy so special. A lot of what I've shared already. If you can't come to the State of the City on Monday, you have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be sharing. And all I do is ask our residents to use our mission statement as a checklist. And I think you would see we have a vibrant community. We do have financial stability. We do have good economic base, and we have a wonderful educational system to go and make that happen. But we have one big challenge, and a lot of people don't realize it. We have great business expansion going for us. Almost every major business we have, even our downtown, so vibrant. But one of the things we have challenges is the workforce. And that is to bring people into our community to take the jobs that are available here. You know, we're very blessed, but there are so many jobs that go unfilled because of not having the right skill set or not willing to maybe change and get a skill set for a job that we have available here. So workforce is our biggest challenge. And the school systems, the chamber, the Troy Development Council, the City of Troy, all are working in partnership to try to give everybody opportunities to see what is available in a job set for the future.
All right. So again, folks are invited to stop out. 11:45. They want to be over at the Concord Room.
Concord Room. And it'll last till about 1 o'clock. We always hold it till 1 o'clock. That includes lunch. It might be too late to register for that, but Chamber of Commerce is taking registrations, but there's always cancellations. You may want to check with the Chamber. It is a Chamber-sponsored event.
All right. You have had a subcommittee meeting and on Wednesday, and you were talking about pertaining to the leasing of the marina.
That's right. A lot of people don't realize by Ohio Revised Code we are allowed to have a community improvement corporation. It's a CIC, and we haven't used it recently, but we have probably as recently as when Panasonic came to Troy and others like Friendly's before them. It is a way where we can have an outside group monitor or handle the lease agreements, in this case the marina building. It allows us a little more flexibility to choose the right tenant to come in there, and it is something we don't use very often, but it's a committee. I believe there's 13 members. I'm on it. I'm on the committee, and they assume the lease arrangements for, like I said, in this case, the marina building. Prior to that would be working with Panasonic when they came. So it is an option that we rarely use, but is available to us. It allows us to do some things that we wouldn't otherwise be able to do if the City of Troy handled that. We'd have to bid out, and we're trying to get the right fit for the marina use of the building.
Have you had interest
shown? We have had, I can't share that because that's still up in the air, but
that's still
but
top
I will
secret.
tell you, the first step is to see if the CIC would be willing to handle the leasing of that marina building, which then allows us to be a little more flexible as to who would be the best tenant for that. But so stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Good things to come. Like I said, I can't wait until we actually get to go down and start enjoying Treasure Island.
Well, I think they're going to find a lot of events, a lot of activities, a lot of opportunities for not only river recreation but activity for all ages to come down there and see that coming alive.
You know, it's going to be something great for the members of the community to be able to go and enjoy, but I also believe it's going to be a draw for outside of the community that will bring people in, and when they do come in from out of town, they spend money.
That's true. I will say regionally we're held in high regard for our efforts and what we're doing, but we're not alone. All around the river, the Great Miami River, you find different cities that either have plans to do something to enhance their river, or they are in actually doing things like Dayton.
Well,
Dayton
I was just going to say,
example.
You know, we're a smaller scale than Dayton, but with what they've done on their river,
yes,
is just amazing, and what it draws.
Yes, yes, and our marina building, it has been an icon. It has a lot of legacy to it. Again, I will say there's never been a flood inside the main portion of that marina building.
On the ground floor, as it would be, your entry floor.
So we will have water because we're next to water.
It's a marina.
It'll go up, it'll go down, but we're building to help facilitate that whole park area, including drainage as part of that.
All right. I know in talking with Bill McIntosh, he's excited to get the Troy Civic Band.
I think that's going to be the great thing, and that's one of the things that I really thought would be a perfect fit for the Troy Community Band. I go to those concerts. I support those concerts. The city supports the Troy Community Band. But let's face it, when you're on Proudly Plaza and you can't close down the main state routes,
and cars are driving past,
and trucks, trains,
right.
Everything. It just distorted the sound sometimes, and so I can see the McIntoshes, I can see the Troy Civic Band members probably real excited about going down to the amphitheater and having a home that they can have concerts down there without a lot of the noise level.
All right. Well, I certainly would agree that I think that we're right on target in hitting all the areas that you had spoken of.
Well, I think our mission statement speaks for itself, and I would ask anybody to look at that mission statement, use it as a checklist, and see how Troy measures up to that mission statement. And I believe strongly, having been here for a lot of decades, that we are moving forward together with a new vision, but for a positive future.
All right. Not only do you have the luncheon on Monday, but then Monday night you have council.
Yep, Troy City Council meets again first and third Mondays unless we have a holiday. And so it'll be Monday on March 21st. It'll be the second day of spring. And so we will have things on the agenda for our council to discuss and possibly vote on.
All right. Mayor, is there anything else you'd like to add this morning?
Just to say, I'm glad spring sprung, and
yes.
Now we can start to see things unfold, blooms, flowers, the whole thing, and our activities and events are going to be in full swing.
Well, they always say, in like a lion, out like a lamb.
Yes.
So we'll be hoping on that, too.
That's true. Thank you.
Thank you. This has been the Mayor's Report with Mayor Michael Beamish. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV.